are live. Hello, 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 hello. We are here in the beautiful city of Monza, here for Zenith Online Racing, here at the Temple of Speed. It's Monza, guys. 14 drivers out there for your entertainment. And it should be a fast race here. I don't know, 26, 27 laps here at the Temple of Speed. And it's an iconic track here. What can you say about Monza? It's fast. It's precise. It's all that you need for quality racing. And we're here, home of course, one of our few Italian teams out on the grid, Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. Even though Alfa Romeo isn't the team isn't from Italy, but the brand is, but we don't talk about it. We have two DRS zones able for overtaking, as we have a Ferrari, their home race. They'll be heading out first. It is indeed a tricky track. 11 corners here. 11 high-speed corners with relative challenge. With Curve de Grande, I don't know the first chicane. The first chicane, obviously. The second chicane, the Lesmos, the Ascari, and the Parabolica, all the famous corners here, live in the city of Monza. And setting a lap is, I'd say, as crucial as trying to set a lap in Monaco. DRS tows, the trains, all of that is absolutely astounding around here. So getting off the line and all of the above will be crucial. Obviously, there's new tire allocations added to F122. So let's see how many tires they'll be running, as Gortsas and the Ferrari will be the first driver to make their run. Never mind. He's a reserve. I just remembered that. So, big smart brain from me. The big Toblerone will be the first one to set a lap, and the new and improved updated Red Bull. We didn't get to see one in Tier 1, but now we do it here in Tier 2, as he's going to go start his flying lap for the first of the session, as another Red Bull just cuts across the track deep into the turn 2. And he'll have to get a good run into Curve de Grande for the upcoming turn 4 and 5 chicanes, because they're not fun. And now entering Lesmo 1 at tremendous speed, 5th gear, out of Lesmo 1 into Lesmo 2 almost immediately. And then once exiting Lesmo, it's onto the first DRS zone. Actually, no, second. Yeah, it's the second DRS zone of the track. Into the famous Ascari chicane. Keeps it valid. It's nice and tidy from the Toblerone, the Red Bull driver, as there's a hot Mercedes right behind him. I don't know which Mercedes it is. Actually, they've both spun their lap, so Toblerone will be provisional pole for a good while. Number 83, as the Mercedes and the Alfa Romeo spun in their flying lap. Toblerone 121.2. Fusions and I believe Rex did spin. Yeah, they've spun on their laps. So this means Carson entering the Parabolica corner into 5th gear and out on 6th. Will he be able to beat the big Toblerone to lap time of a 121.2? Yes, he will. 121 flat. And I believe it's Costco next to cross the line. And the Alpine, new and improved once again, 121.5. Driver behind, Nico, 120.2. Smokes the Carson's laps by 8/10. And that's our top time to beat, as Grimm, 120.7, as I believe there was a driver there, yeah. Soy Loco just right had a McLaren right up his gearbox, who set to 122.8. Looks like Josh will be next across the line, and the Aston Martin, unless he's going to be in this lap. Oh, he's going to be in this lap. So then in Ace Edge, the other Red Bull driver, out of the Parabolica corner, onto the main straight, to cross the line, goes for fastest 121.1, almost 121.2. And then I believe Slasher's on his out lap, and the Red Bull behind in his in lap. Fusions is immediately out on his out lap. So TCV Slasher revving the hell out of the engine out of 8th gear into the first chicane. It's crucial to get a good run here onto Curve de Grande. And he's going to keep a tight line into Grande, heading into turn 4 and 5. Will it be purple sector? Yes, it will. Slasher with purple sector 1 over the chicane, and it keeps it on the track, so it's looking like a tidy lap so far. Lesmo 1 goes a little bit deep, but he'll be able to carry the speed into Lesmo 2. And he's doing well so far into the second DRS zone. As a short straight, really, heading into the Ascari chicane. One of the trickiest corner here. One of the trickiest. Goes purple sector 2 though. And he's nailed that. No mistakes here for the Haas driver. As there's a traffic up ahead, he'll hoping to get that moved. Yes, it will, into the final corner of Parabolica. And it's a brilliant line through there. Can this be provisional pole? It's been a very tidy lap so far. Can he beat Nico? Not quite. 3/10 off the pace, but it was a brilliant lap nonetheless. That puts him P2 on the grid currently. A great lap from the Haas driver. As Rex and Fusions are out on their laps now, on board with Fusions, the Alfa Romeo, with Rex close behind. And Fusion's going to go purple sector 1. Into the chicane we go, and it keeps it tidy. Rex does as well. We're going to be on board with Rex. It looks like Fusions took a much deeper line into the Ascari 1, but he gets a way better run out of not Ascari, Lesmo. And both out of Lesmo 2 into the DRS zone. Heading into now Ascari. Again, one of the trickiest corners to master, being right on the limit. Rex is going to play it safe by taking a late apex. And both are not going to spin their laps now. Heading into Parabolica now, after this small straight. Fusions exiting Parabolica. This will be his first time lap. Where will he go? Fusions, provisional pole 119. Rex 120.3. Fusions with a great lap. I underestimated that massively. Fusions, our first driver into the 119s. 119.882 is the time to beat. Nico fairly far behind now. His lap got absolutely wrecked by his teammate. As we got a bunch of drivers on their out lap, or heading their way out. You got Hightower and a Red Bull making their way out. So Josh is on a lap. Sponsored by TikTok, apparently. It must be Lance Stroll. But he's making his way into Parabolica now. Into Parabolica we go. It's tidy on the power. This will be his first time run. Where will he set on the grid? 120.86 on the grid currently. Carson looks like he'll be crossing the line. And I believe the Big Toblerone as well. Big Toblerone, I don't think he improves. Carson, does he improve? No, I think they're starting their laps actually. It looks like there's some traffic here. We're playing Daniel Ricciardo Simulator or something, I don't know. An awful joke actually. Yeah, everybody's going to be starting their laps soon. What is this? These guys are playing some, I don't know, they're playing like LA Traffic Simulator. Anyways, Costco, 6/10 up on his time, entering the Parabolica corner. And it's a little bit shaky on the exit, I believe, but shouldn't cost his time much to cross the line. Goes for fastest, 1 second cut from his time, 1:20.4, slots into 4th place. Josh on his end lap. Carson's 4/10 up now. Purple sector 2. I don't know if that's actually legit, but who cares? This game has a lot of bugs anyways. A little bit squirrely out of the Ascari. And there was a Red Bull around, I believe it was Ace Edge. Oh no, it's Big Toblerone. He's spun his lap. Ace Edge out in the wide, the grandstands of Parabolica. Carson to finish his lap. He'll try to sneak into the 120s. Yes, he does. Slots in behind his teammate Slash, 120.6 for the Haas. Soy Loco is going to be next to cross the line. Goes 10th fastest, 121.2. 6 minutes left on the clock. I believe the Ferraris won't be setting laps. I don't know if Hightower will. It's tidy out of the second chicane. Out of Lesmo too. Into the Ascari. Out of the Ascari immediately. Hightower looking fairly solid through this lap into Williams. Let's see if he can beat his teammate in 10th place currently. I think he's on his lap as well. Well, Hightower to cross the line. Where will he slot? 121.8. Slowest of the bunch so far. So Loco is not improving. Ace Edge won't be improving. Carson in the pits. There is the Alfa Romeo Nico, but he's invalidated his lap. And we'll be entering the pits as Hightower just spun. Actually, I don't know what he did, but looks like the Big Toblerone making his way out of the pits. Soy Loco into his pit box. So, 5 minutes now entering to set your final runs. Here for the Temple of Speed Grand Prix. Not really, it's Monza, but they say all the time on F1 TV, so why can't I? I'm about to go on 2K Mobile for real quick. Drink of the day is water, because water's good. Except this water. The one I'm drinking right now is absolutely terrible. Get better water, like Fiji or something. Alrighty. We have an Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin making their way out of the pit lane. Fusions, a provisional pole sitter, as GP Colin has joined us very late, but he's here. He's got 3 minutes to set a lap with no practice potentially. So welcome, GP. Welcome to the show. You're a bit late, my friend. Get into your Alpha Tower and go. 3 minutes left on the clock. Toblerone has already had a messy lap. Looks like he won't be improving, just based off this first sector. And looks like everybody's playing the waiting game, so there could be potentially a recreation of the 2020 or 2019 Italian qualifying here in Monza, where everybody's just trying to get that toe. Soy Loco won't be risking it, he's already out. I see the Mercedes boys prepping the garage. All of that. Hightower making his way out. There's Mercedes. So Rex making his way out. So McLaren. And now Fusion's starting his potentially his final run here. Maxing out the engine's revs. Into turn 1 we go. And it's tidy so far. Hopefully GP knows how to get in this car. He's got to use the spectator menu. But Fusion's looking tidy so far. Purple sector 1 up by barely much, but that could get him pole. He's got to keep it tidy for the next couple corners. Into Lesmo 1. Keeps the deep line. A little bit squirrely on the exit. But into Lesmo 2 and out of Lesmo 2. Doesn't invalidate, so he's been entering the DRS zone of the second DRS zone. Zooming into a Ascari chicane. 1/10 up. And he's invalidated it. Too much on the limit and too much curb taken on the Ascari. As Josh has retired from the session. He's crashed it. He's crashed his Aston Martin. Rex is on a 6-minute lap apparently. So Fusions might have a go again. Yes, he will. Fusions will redo another lap with a half-empty battery. And Rex will begin his final run as well. 1 minute on the clock. As everybody's going to be crossing the line now shortly. Fusion's on a bit worn tires. He's not much up. It's not much down on this time. So let's see if he can keep it up. Into Lesmo 1 now. He's invalidated it. And Nico's going to start his run. Nico's got to find a lot of time to improve. Rex up by a couple thousandths, I think it is. And the Mercedes here on board with him currently. And there's a big kerfuffle happening in the turn 1 chicane. Not sure what's happening. As the Rex keeps it valid into the Ascari and out of the Ascari as the Fusions gets out of the way. So Rex could be potentially on target as qualifying has ended. Rex into the Parabolica corner. Can he find his Mercedes on the front row? He's currently on the second row. Where can he land his Merc on? Goes on the second row. Beats his personal best by 2/10. Nico's up by 2/10 out of sector 1, and he's up by 6/10 going into sector 2 or 3 actually. And he's kept it completely tidy through the Ascari. Grimm goes third fastest in the McLaren. Costco does not improve his position. Nico out of Parabolica now. Can he find his Alfa Romeo on the front row now? Nico's across the line. Yes, he does. Big improvement on his teammate. Goes provisional pole. Can someone else top that? Slasher out of the Parabolica. Can he improve his time? Just barely. Soy Loco won't be able to improve. Hightower has invalidated his lap, and the Big Toblerone won't be able to either. So that is qualifying complete. It's going to be an Alfa Romeo 1-2 lockout for the front row with Rex, Grim Reaper, Carson, Costco, Slasher, Soy Loco, Josh, Ace Edge, Hightower, the Big Toblerone, Gord Sauce, and Spotted Triples, who are our 2 reserves for tonight. A good qualifying session for most of these guys. Onto the race itself. Don't know how many laps actually, but probably like 27. Like something like that. What are we waiting on? Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, fish helmet. Oh, there's a new poll on the ZOR YouTube channel. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see how it is. As it's a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. As I mentioned before, Rex P3, Grim Reaper P4, Carson P5, Costco P6, Slasher P7, Soy Loco P8, Josh P9, Ace Touch P10, Hightower P11, the Big Toblerone P12, and Gord Sauce and Spotted Triples. Tier 3 guys who will be filling for the Ferrari boys. As we're going to be heading into the race now. Alright, obviously the new poll is absolutely rigged. Like, come on. What is this? Just all the people who voted tier 2. What the heck is this? What is this rigged BS? This ain't a poll, that's a whole... I don't know. GP is under Mercedes, but he's supposed to be in the Avatar. He didn't get to choose, which sucks. But hopefully it doesn't interfere with Rex's strategy or whatnot. Do trivia. Alright, get ready to be hit with a trivia question. Random trivia question. What the heck? These are too hard. Okay, here's one. Which is the smallest South American country? If you get it right, I'll give you $1. That's a lie. Okay, that's kind of hard actually. We'll do 3 trivia questions. That's the formation lap. I know we got Canadians in the chat probably. So, which Canadian city has a nickname of Bytown? If you get that right, you get 1 trivia point. The Sage trivia. Okay, I'll do 2 more. If you get them all right, you get 3 trivia points. In which U.S. state is Alcatraz Island located? And if you were at Chicago's Comiskey Park, what sport would you be watching? If you guys get that in the chat, then congratulations. You get 3 state trivia points. As the formation lap's going to get underway at the I'm not saying it's one. We're just here in Monza. We're just here in Monza. So identical strategy for most of the guys. I know Tier 1 ran a bunch of more medium than hards, but it looks like hards looks like a very solid option for most of these guys. As we're going to see these tire warming techniques on full display. Not a single guy is driving straight, you know the drill. Everybody's swerving. As once again, your grid order, 27 laps ready to be deployed here at Monza. Nico, Fusions, Rex, Grim Reaper, Carson, Costco, Slasher, Soy Loco, Josh, Ace Edge, Hightower, Big Toblerone, Gord Sauce, Spotted Triples, and GP Cullen was unable to set, both these 3 won't be able to set a lap, or weren't allowed to. As we're nearing Ascari, we'll be shortly lining up and parking our cars and putting it on park, and then walk to the nearby business office and become an accountant or something. Like all the cars. Hopefully these guys got their tires warmed up to peak performance, because it is a long way to turn 1, and potentially a chaotic turn 1, as everybody, all the engines, all the beautiful engine noise. I like the engine noises. Going over the podium stand, or past it now, lining up on the grid, as it's going to be time for race time. Final tire warm-ups, as Soy Loco will not be able to park his car correctly. Nico and Fusions and all of the lads, unlike both Williams disqualified actually. But it is time for the race, as we could get a good camera angle. 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and it's lights on, away we go. It's a quick release, and it's been caught out by Nico, as Fusions is going to get a good run into turn 1. They're both side by side, as there's already a early retirement at the back, as Rex is going to go for it, and everybody keeps it clean so far. There's already a 1 driver DNF before the first corner, and there's already a big gap here. Costco from, 7th on the grid, 8th, has already dropped from the race before we even got to turn 1. As Rex is going to try to make a move on Fusions, but it's not going to happen. It's a bad start for Nico, as he drops 2 positions against his rivals, as Soy Loco is going to get past Carson for P5, as Grim is holding on to P4 on the hard tire. So it's a solid start for him. As Fusions goes around into the barriers, out of the second parabolica, Jesus, the second Lesmo. Oh my goodness, it's gone bad to worse to Alpha, as Nico is actually going to take hold of the lead now. Once again, there might have been contact between Rex and Fusions. Fusions won't be happy about that, as it's going to promote Grim to the podium and everybody else behind him. As yeah, it's a disastrous start for Fusions. Don't think he has wing damage. He does have dirt on his tires, but he'll have to make a flight back, as it goes Nico leading the race, and here comes Rex trying to make a move on Nico, and he's going to tuck in behind, as Carson might have a look. Carson's going to send it down the inside. A lot of contact and a lot of scrapping about, and it's a poor exit from Carson. He could get potentially overtaken by 3 cars here, 2 cars actually. Ace Edge is going to get passed into the second chicane. Ace Edge might have a look, but he won't. He's going to keep it on track, but Ace Edge has a better run than Slasher into Lesmo 1, but it's a tricky spot to send it on. But he's going to have another great opportunity into Lesmo's 2, but he's been cautious, he's been aware, and he won't do an insane move. There's still a long race ahead of us, as Grim is actually is keeping up with these medium runners pretty well. And I believe the hard tire is superior in this track. It just doesn't die as quickly as high tires had to box for wing damage, as Carson's right up the rear wing of Ace Edge, trying to make a move around the outside of Parabolica. Can he make his stick? Not quite. Ace Edge is going to hold the position, as the 2 Ferraris have moved up to 8th and 9th. I really wish I saw Costco's retirement, because it was literally right off the line. There's been a DNF, as Carson's going to have a look around the outside into the turn 1 chicane, and he's going to potentially make that stick unless Ace Edge gets a way better run. They both get equal runs, but Carson's going to deploy that battery. A little bit of contact there, but Carson's going to make it through to put a Haas 5-6 on the table, as Ace Edge has to settle for 7th currently, as Soy Loco has found himself in 4th place, so it's a good start for him. as we're going to look at the position changes. Yeah, Fusion's down 10. And Nico's back up to first. Soy up 4. Carson down 1. Ace Edge up 3. And Gord and Spot Triples both up 1. Or 5, apologies. I'm on a limited amount of brain cells currently, as Carson is going to save a big snap of the car out of the... Oh, someone won't... It's Gordsaw's commentator's curse. I was just talking well about them, as he's going to get demoted down to P12, as Josh is going to make a move on the Ferrari, as it's going to go bad for Ferrari, getting demoted a couple spots. So Josh gets past the Aston, or the Ferrari. And you can see these trains here. Slasher making a move on Soy Loco, potentially around the outside. And there's contact between Carson and Slasher. I think that was because Carson was in 6th place, and it's collisions between teammates. Oh my goodness. Turn 1 has been an absolute threat, as Fusions is making his way up on the order with absolute no battery. As Gordsauce has to make his way into the pits with damage. So that's unfortunate for him. He had a good start, but gone down the drain. It's a little innocent mistake out of the Ascari, and that cost you. Meanwhile, up ahead, Nico started to pull away, so it looks like he's been showing his true Italian colors. As Grimm's close behind, Fusion's making his way past Slasher into the Ascari. It's a nice move from the Alfa Romeo driver after an early, what's the word? Early shunt, should we say. So he'll be trying to reel in Josh as fast as he can, because he doesn't want Nico, Grimm, and Rex. Don't know why I said that the wrong way, but yeah, Haas get demoted down to 6th and 9th due to collision. I don't think that'll be reported though, because of his teammates after all. But finally something, we've settled down a bit. Everybody in their own little packs, little cliques. I think we're going to be focusing on this battle up ahead. This is the battle from 4th to 10th. That's what I'd say our little battle is, which is a big pack. As Fusions is trying to reel in, Ace Edge gets overtaken by Carson. Great move from the Haas driver. Out of the Ascari, it's a bit slow and sluggish. Ace Edge might have a look back at Carson. He's going to try to go around the outside, or he's going to go for the old switchback. He's going to try to switch back. Can he get a better run? Yes, he can. Carson has to acknowledge he's there. But I think Carson's going to use... He's just got better straight line speed than the Red Bull. But he's going to have DRS now. The Red Bull looking for that P5, as he's going to try to squeeze the Haas driver. And he does just that. It's a nice overtake from the Red Bull. And... this has reeled Josh back into DRS. I lied, never mind, he's 1 second back. One in DRS is Fusions, and he's brought in his friend Slasher just within. This Haas driver is going to be scrapping with this Red Bull for quite a while. And we're only 6 laps in. There's a car around the Big 12 run, I believe, out of the second chicane. Yeah, it is, as Spot Up is not going to be able to get past. But yeah, it's a mistake from the Red Bull of the Big Toblerone. He's had an error on the curves of the second chicane, I'm assuming. And Soy Loco's getting reeled in, which is not good for the Williams, because he's already far from Grimm, who's already far from Rex, who's already far from Nico. Entering lap 7 now. And there's a big, our battle will be here for P5. Ace Edge, Carson, Josh, and Fusions. Slasher's not really part of it, but it looks like Josh has the much more straight line speed here. He's not going to be able to make him overtake into the turn 1 chicane. He's going to have to tuck in. Spot of Triples has made a move on the Big Toblerone down the straight. You need a Dolph lesson? Yeah, that'd be pretty useful. I can make one if you want. I know how to do one. Good enough, anyways. I'm on no TC. Actually, oh, Hightower retired. Oh, there's been a collision at the back. And there is a safety car. Gortsas and Hightower have been collected out of Parabolica, and that's really not what you want out of Tier 3 reserve here. A collision, as the safety car Aston Martin will be exiting the pits, and this puts a decision on these drivers' minds. 6 laps in, do you pit for the hards or mediums? The hards could go all the way, but again, from experience, those mediums don't really make it all the way. You could if you're a good tire conserver like GP. Nico's going to take this opportunity to box. Rex is as well. Will Grimm take the opportunity? Yes, he will. He'll probably go on the mediums. Those mediums won't go all the way, but you're going to have to try to make them all the way. Ace Edge follows suit, Carson follows suit, Josh follows suit, everybody into the pits. It's going to be a frenzy down the pit lane. As Ace, the Red Bull boys get to work. Fusions is in the pits as well. This is good for him. Bunches the pack back again. He'll go on the mediums. There's a double stack, and Fusions gets held up here by the Haas team. I don't think he's lost a position, though. I think he's gained one by Slasher. And literally everybody's in the pits. New front wing for the Big Toblerone. GP Colin in the pits as well, going onto the hard tires. And Gortsas is lucky not to get lapped. So everybody, new sets of boots for all the drivers here. Lap 8, first safety car collision, or crash at Parabolica between Gortsas and Hightower, our second DNF of the race. And I'm in the mood today, dude. This is a great race. Get the popcorn out or something. No one's answering my trivia, which kind of sucks. I'll take the comments from YouTube, not from the stream, but from YouTube as well. If you post them here, you could win instantly. But like, I could take the comments from the YouTube video. That'll get posted. So GP is actually on the softs, actually. I just realized. That could have been a mistake from Cody's. Unless GP really wanted to be on the softs. I don't think that he'll make him all the way, but you never know. So trivia is, which Canadian city's nickname is Bytown? If you were at Chicago's Komsky Park, what sport would you be watching, and what U.S. state is Alcatraz Island located in? As GP Collins going to go into the pits, because yeah, those softs were definitely not intentional, as I believe the mediums will go on. Yeah, mediums are fitted now to GP's car. As I'm gonna lie down because sitting is overrated. Where's my phone? Oh, I have it here. I'm stupid. So GP's gonna have to warm those tires up and catch up to the pack. So is Gortsas. He'll have a chance to get back in this race, as everybody else is trying to keep their tires warm. Nico leading, Rex leading, or not leading, well, second. Grimm on the mediums, so this will have to play in his hands. He'll be hoping for a safety car late on to box potentially. Soy Loco on the hards, so he can make them all the way. Ace Edge, Carson, Josh, Fusion, Slasher, Spot Triples, GP and Gortsas all on mediums. Only 4 hard runners here. Will the safety car be in this lap? There's been overtaken under the safety car. I do not know what's going on. I don't remember if Carson was ahead or behind. The White Sox. I said what sport, not what team. Fair enough. You know what sport it is at least. I don't know what's going on between Carson and Ace Edge, but Ace Edge doesn't look happy. You can tell by his driving. I'm like a therapist or something. Anyways, the crew is back together. We got the whole gang back together. You already know. There's an official state fruit? What the heck? What type of trivia is this? Okay, I need a new one. I need new trivia. Alright, you guys gotta give me the capital Massachusetts. That's the new trivia now. One more trivia question. Alright, safety car in this lap. So let's hope for not tier 1 restart here. I need one more trivia for you guys to answer so you guys can be entertained. Dude, what are these? These are too hard. I'm trying to get an easy one. Oh my goodness. What is the only major port city in Alabama? That's the kind of trivia question. As we're waiting to get underway here, everybody's bunched up. Everybody's eager to get on the power. We're waiting on Nico, and he's going to go now as we're going to get racing once again. Green lights as everybody's going to go side by side. Grim on Soy Loco on Grim, and you see the Red Bull peaking on Carson. As oh no, Ace Edge is completely off the track. Big Sen, Ace Edge is going to get a penalty for cutting the corner. He's going to have to give those positions back. And he does just that. Actually, no, I think he gained one on Carson. That could be viewed as an illegal overtake. And everybody's just making their way through the track as there's the big Toblerone going for a very unnecessary lunge, makes his way and more collisions at the back. Ferrari on the Haas. Hopefully don't get beat. She doesn't. And Big Toblerone making a Sebastian Vettel move. And there goes the collisions. Here comes Ace Edge on Soy Loco. And I doubt that 3-second time penalty will be removed because that was no fault but his own. And Fusions is stuck in traffic, he's draining the battery trying to get past. Soy Loco as well draining the battery. And Grim is already falling behind. And there's just a big train here. A little small train, actually. And here comes Ace Edge again. I don't know how he didn't get an illegal overtake. Maybe just that one pen. Oh, Soy Loco drained the battery. And oh, there's contact. Ace Edge cannot get that braking into turn 1 correct. He's going to hit the back of the Williams plenty of times. And he's going to get a way better exit than the Williams. And he's going to get shoved off into the gravel. And now Fusion's into the barriers and out of this race. The Gortsas have to then take evasive action. It's going to be safety car once again. It's carnage here. Oh my goodness. It's close racing. These guys can't handle right now. Anyways, back to the trivia. No, I'm joking. But it's safety car once again here. It's second of the race. 12 laps in. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a long one, boys. 3 drivers out, and everybody will be bunched up once again. Shouldn't be a long safety car. Not many of them got separated, but Fusion's his race just got from bad to absolutely catastrophic. It's gone absolutely volcanic. That's what I'm assuming he's right now, but I could be wrong. He'd be like, I don't care. You never know. No man's a mystery sometimes. I don't know. Anyways, Nico leads the way. I don't believe there's a pit stop to be happened. Yeah, no safety. No one's gonna go into the pits. Actually, so Loco will. He's on those 4-lap old hards. So he's going to try to see if he could gourd sauce into the pits as well. So Ferrari and Williams. So just medium tires for, medium tires for the both of them. And spotted triples as well. Both Ferraris into the pits. And it's a slow pit stop, looks like, for a Ferrari. Classic Ferrari, actually. Anyways. We'll be waiting for those 3 guys to go to the back to the boys, the gang, whatever. I don't care. Alright, one more trivia question. Oh, Toy Loco. Let's see. Where can you find Muscle Beach in the US? Someone should know this. And which city named is what? Which city named its airport after John Lennon? Those are your 2 more trivias. Safety car won't be in this lap. So we get another view of these cars going around Monza once again. Hopefully no more safety cars, but these guys are struggling to have close racing, I'm not gonna lie. But GP's in the points at least, so good for him. WGP. Anyways, we're gonna look at the fastest lap is Nico. We're gonna look at the penalties. 3 seconds only given to Ace for failing to brake on time. Cordsauce has done 3 pit stops, and only there's been Slasher and Soy Loco losing the most positions so far. I mean, Fusions is already out. Hightower and Costco. Early exits of the race. Mechanical failures, not really, just big crashes. Stunning crashes, not gonna lie. He'll be looking like a NASCAR compilation of crashes. Speaking of NASCAR, you saw that one overtake that one dude did? Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't watch it live, but I saw it afterwards. It was pretty crazy. Anyways, fuck them position changes. It's time to go racing once again. Safety car will be in this lap, I'm assuming. Yes, it is. Safety car in this lap. 7, Aston Martin leading now to Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo safety car incoming. 4C, maybe? That'd be a pretty cool car, actually, to see as a safety car. Maylander would be... Nah, he'd be dying in that car, not gonna lie. That suspension is garbage. It's not like I've driven one before, I just know. Anyways, engines roaring. Sounding like a whole NASCAR race right now. I mean, we are like at pretty fast track. Anyways, we're waiting on Nico once again to restart our race. And hopefully we don't get a terrible camera angle. But Nico is still waiting on and he's gonna go now. And Rex is right on him. It's a great launch from Rex. He's gonna have to, they're both gonna go side by side. And Rex has the much better straight line speed, it looks like. Into turn 1 we go. Can Rex take the lead from Nico? Nico has to give him room. Who could get the better exit? There's a Red Bull onto the curbs, and Rex takes the lead. Big Toblerone dropping down the order. Yellow flags being waved. It looks like GP calling 10-second time penalty for what? Oh my goodness, this game is awful. Here comes Soy Loco, and oh, there's another collision. Big Toblerone once again into turn 3. Oh my goodness. It looked bad going into it, and it ended bad for Toblerone. Being in a spot he probably shouldn't have been there. And now he finds himself in P12. And Josh finds himself in P4. So Soy Loco's had an absolute disastrous restart, actually. Actually, he wasn't up there. Who the hell had... Carson? I don't remember. But yeah, Josh now finds himself in P4. Trying to chase down Grim. It's already been a chaotic race. Nico's going to have to try to find his way back past Rex. So Rex is holding the lead for now. As we're going to be completing lap 15 onto 16. With not many laps left, as you see Asach duck into the pits. And we'll be promoting most of the people up into the point. As Gord Sauce will be looking on a move on Soy Loco. And with Soy Loco getting a bit squiggly on exit. But he's going to get a much better run than the Ferrari did. And he'll be maintaining that P7. And GP Collins in P10, but with a 10-second time penalty. Hoping that gets removed because he lost positions. Really didn't gain anything from it. This game, man, is just garbage sometimes. But Grim is struggling with his mediums. He's not making them click like Josh is right now. Josh is vibing. Meanwhile, Nico. This will be the battle to watch as well. Battle for the lead. Alfa Romeo versus Mercedes. Valtteri Bottas versus Valtteri Bottas. Or Hamilton, I don't care. But Nico, it looks like Fusion's just, or it looks like Rex has much more straight line speed than Nico. Nico Rosberg. Alright, anyways. After I'm done waffling, we'll be getting DRS back. That's always good. Produce more carnage. Slasher, fastest lap of the race, 122.6. I scored the fastest was a 20. But, alright, sure. No, it wasn't. That's a lie. It was like 120.6 or something. Looking behind. No carnage yet. But it looks like everything's calmed down a bit. Haas looking very nice in 5th and 6th. I'll be happy about that. I'm about to ask these guys trivia in their interviews because I feel like it. Admins, if you're watching, give them an extra point in the championship if they get my trivia right. Make it a rule now. I'm doing this to entertain. As Spot Triples is going to get past his teammate, so the team orders that Ferrari. Being done. As you see a Ferrari go very wide out of Ascari. Anyways, DRS active, and it will be active for Nico, and just for Grim as well. So Nico is already losing time to Rex, but here comes Nico. It looks like he's too far back. He thought about it, but yeah, he's just too far at the end of the day. And Josh looks like he'll be joining the pack of the top 4. Well, Grim is dropped out of DRS, so that's not good. With 10 laps to go in this race. Let's see what happens. Nico going through the chicane. Oh, the car goes wide. Josh into the gravel, and Carson's going to get past. It's a F1 manager mistake looking, as Carson's going to go up to P4 and Josh promoted down to P5. It's an error there by the Aston. Fortunate for him, he was running well until he was not. as Nico, he's just struggling right now, but I'm sure he'll bounce back to try to pound out Rex for that P1. As DRS once again for Nico, he is closer than ever to Rex. He's gonna have a great run. Potentially, is he gonna send it though? He's not. He's gonna keep. He's gonna keep the DRS for the remaining of the lap. As Josh was unable to make a move as a slasher. Holy cow! Just rallying over the curbs. Not a penalty given, so he escapes with that one. Meanwhile, these guys have drained their battery, unlike Nico, actually. Nico has the most battery out of these guys. And this whole pack fairly close to each other, actually. So no mistake, actually, no slip-ups here. But Nico, will he send it to a Ascari? No, one big Toblerone gets past GP Colin for P10. I wasn't able to see the move because I'm focusing on this instead. And water. Okay. I'm dying out here. Nico with was ducked into the pits. Carson has ducked into the pits. With 7 laps to go. Interesting strategy from Carson. He's going to go on the mediums. Did he break a wing? No, he's just going on the mediums. Oh, contact with spotted triples and Soy Loco. Doesn't affect much though. Yeah, Carson has dropped all the way down to P11 because of that pit stop. And Nico was unable to make a move, stick on Rex. So, he's going to have to keep behind. And for a bit longer. This could go down to the final lap potentially. But we'll see if Nico is just wants to do it early. He's got a great chance, but he just can't make a move onto the Ascari. Too risky. As Gortsauce gets past his teammates, spot triples, and there's yellow flags being waved. I don't know what happened, but might have been contact from the 2 Ferraris. I don't know what happened, but on board with Nico, has the best run. He's got the best chance yet, and yeah, he's slot himself into P1. Can Rex brake on time and not make a collision? Yes, he can. So it's a lead change from Nico, and it's a poor exit from Rex. As GP Colin gets past the big Toblerone, because Toblerone heads into the pits on the hard tires. Anyways, Rex has dropped a second. He's already out of DRS. Rex's mistake from turn 1 has cost him DRS, and Nico's going to try to pull away with much more battery. And now everybody's in their own little groups. I mean, their closest battle will be this Ferrari battle. Spotted triples and gourd sauce. As there's yellow flags, it's Josh who spun out of Ascari. It's a common mistake here, and he's done just that. Josh drops down to P8. And Nico gets the fastest lap of the race. This just shows how much faster he is right now. 122.0. Smashes Slasher's lap out of the park. Now literally everybody's on their own. As Carson looks like he wants the P2 right now, or he's looking for 2 points on GP, so he's hunting him down. No DRS. GP's actually out of ERS. Oh, he's closing up, holy cow. That was an optimistic move. But yeah, everybody's just chilling now. Everyone's trying to make it to the end. A safety car would really tumble things around, but I don't think there should be one this late. As Carson's going to get past GP Colin for P9. And GP isn't really going to fight it that much. He's on. There's yellow flags. Oh, Gortsas has crashed out. Wow, what a coincidence. That could be a safety car. It is a safety car. Out of the Lesmo 2. The Ferrari has been out of the absolute distraught of the Ferrari fans, but they've gone through enough pain already, so they should be used to this. Ferrari out of the race, and this will bring a safety car out. And Big Toblerone with a drive-through penalty. Nico's going to stay out. Rex is going to come into the pits. Grim is going to come into the pits. So Nico making a bold move, staying out, but he's got confidence staying out on those old hards. Meanwhile, everybody else going on fresh softs. Soy Loco, Slasher, Grim. We're going to see a pit stop in action here. Good pit stop. Yeah, spot of triples. Josh has. Oh, never mind. I thought there's been an overtake in the pits. As yeah, I'm assuming everybody's going to the pits. Josh. Yeah, everybody's on sauce. Oh, Carson stayed out. Carson stays out. He's going to get back his P4. Meanwhile, everybody else has box 4 new sauce. So this has just how the tables have turned for Nico. All the hards. He has the fastest lap, but can he hold on? All the hards versus new sauce, but he's got tremendous pace, so we can't doubt him. As a Big Toblerone has a drive-through penalty he'll have to serve after the safety car ends. Not much left in this race. It's going to benefit the soft runners. That puts less wear on their tires. And this is just, I don't know, I feel like he should have boxed there, Nico. But who am I to judge? Nico, bold strategy. See if it works for him. Yeah, he's not gonna box. He's putting all chips in, all chips on the table. Nico's going all in on this. Ride or die, and he just hopes it's not die, because that'd be bad. As it's the third safety car and the fourth DNF of the race. Oh, excuse me, of the fourth race. The fourth DNF of the I don't know one. I just waffled that. Full battery for everybody, apart from Carson and Big Toblerone and GP. Shouldn't take long for these guys to catch up. 11 runners now. 4 DNFs, third safety car. Three laps to go until we reach lap 27. Nico, edge on their seats, the edge on, flip, better be on the edge of your seats or else, I don't know, I don't care, bro, just, hey, come on, Nico, you got this, maybe. Rex is about to go crazy. Just don't do that damn Sam restart, please, I swear. Actually, do the damn Sam restart, I want to see carnage. I changed my mind. Will the safety car be in this lap? I see the Red Bull. He's about to cross the sector 2 line. No, guess not. Damn, you can't go in this lap? Oh, safety car. Oh, it's going in this lap. Never mind. Thank you, FIA. And this is not given the time for Nico to warm up his tires. Meanwhile, the sauce, they don't take much long. They don't take as long, as we're waiting on Nico to release, and he's going to go now. And Josh has jumped the start. I think there's been overtaking under the safety car. There's a Red Bull on the grass. And here comes Josh in between. And Nico's going to go hold on to the lead into turn 1, the chicane. Oh my goodness, everybody's one person bouncing over the curves. There's carnage at the back. Spotted triples onto the curbing. And he's dropped down to P10. As Big Toblerone is in the pits for some reason. Oh, he's serving that drive-through. As now everybody's being held up by Nico right now, because literally everybody's on fresher tires. And Rex is trying to make I don't think there's going to be... DRS might be enabled for the final lap here, actually. So Rex just got Nico's got to hold on, and Rex got to pounce. Pounce like a panther, pounce like a cheetah, pounce like something, I don't know. Pummel. Pummel like you do to a Subway sandwich to get it in your mouth fast. I don't know. And Rex has had an awful Ascari there. Sorry, Rex, not to criticize you like that, but that was not good. He's gained all the time back. The slipstream is a powerful thing, and ERS. Entering lap 26 once we cross the timing line. Lap 26 now. Nico still leading with 18-lap-old hards. Here comes Rex. And Rex is not going to be able to do anything into turn 1. Looking behind. Oh, it's going to be Josh. And Spotted Triples retires in the pits, I believe. And he retires in the pits. So another Ferrari mechanical issue. And there was only now 10. There was only 10. As Nico's going to get overtaken by Rex into the chicane. And Rex is going to get passed out of the second chicane. I did not think that was going to happen. Well, Rex is ahead now, and he's on the fresher tires, and he's got the momentum for this. He's got the pace, and Nico's got to somehow hold on to this. DRS might be enabled for the final lap of lap 27. Into Ascari. It's just Nico so much more smoother through there. And Rex does have the straight line speed for the front straight. But let's see what Nico could do. Entering the Parabolica for the penultimate time. And it's going to be Rex leading the field. He's got no battery left. Nico does. DRS is enabled for one more time. As he's going to squeeze Nico all the way. And Nico's going to still be there. A little bit of contact. And Nico's just not going to be able to get that exit. Grim will. Grim on the soft tires. Trying to make that move stick. Here comes Carson potentially. Not quite. But Grim might get ahead. He is ahead currently. And into the second chicane we go. There's a whole train here of drivers. But Rex is ahead. I don't know if there's going to be DRS for this little straight. There might. And Nico has made a gamble, and it's not really paid off in his favor. There is DRS. Grim is going to try to close this gap, but I don't think it's going to be enough unless Rex has a catastrophic error going to the Ascari for the final time in this race. He goes a little bit deep, and no, he keeps it clean. Here comes Nico on the back of Grim around the outside. Can he make it stick around Parabolica? I don't think so. Into Parabolica now. They're all within a tenth of each other. But it's not going to change. Rex, out of all odds, not really. He's going to take victory here in Monza. Grim P2, Nico P3, Carson and Haas P4 and 5, Soy Loco P6, Josh P7, Ace Edge P8, GP Colin P9, and Big Toblerone all the way in P10. He'll still claim a point. He finished the race. Good for him. Oh my goodness. That was a good race. Enjoyed that. I need a drink. Alright, if if I see a gritty on the podium, I am absolutely I'm asking the admins to demote all your points for tonight. Oh my god. All right, demote this man's points. Get rid of his points right now, boys. Admins, you know what to do. Come on, you can't be having this cringe in F122. Some of you said need Jesus, says Discord. There's a Ferrari fan celebrating no Ferrari drivers on the podium. Absolute classic Ferrari. But yeah, Rex hits the gritty and on the on Ferrari because it's Rex. But Rex takes victory here at the Italian Grand Prix. Grimm will settle in for second place. Nico with the fastest lap will take 16 points home. Carson P 4th place. Slasher 5th. Soy Loco 6th. Josh 7th. Asach 8th. GP Colin P9 from starting last on the pack. Last from the pack. He'll collect 2 points. And the Big Toblerone will be the final point finisher for NP10. Spot of triples P11. Gortsas causing a late safety car. And P12. Fusion's disappointing race for him. And Hightower P14 and Costco. And the first, he didn't even finish a lap. That poor man. Wow. That was a race. And I'm stuck on the screen. GP, even with that 10-second time penalty, still finishes P9. Which is good. Good for him.
Gang.
Oh. Got Grim here.
Yep.
Oh, bro.
And we're missing Nico.
I think he's a little he's fuming a little bit.
Nah, he's okay for an interview. He's fine.
Probably. I don't think he does interviews.
I don't think he does that. Yeah.
He's in the party. I don't think he does. Alright, we should just get someone else instead.
Who was 4th?
Carson.
Kid him in.
I'll ask Nico if he doesn't want to do it. What's his?
It's just Nico.
Really?
Mhm.
I don't see it. Who's taking a piss?
He's not. He's hitting the ball.
We'll go with piss.
Jesus. Yeah, honestly, I don't know where Nico's Discord is. God damn it. Alright.
It's right in NAT2 underneath Josh's. It's me, then Josh, then Nico. Sharpshooter.
Oh, it's just Nico.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I stuck on the screen?
Because I think you're waiting for people to bounce.
I mean, if they...
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come.
Bro, please, let me get off the screen. No, Carson left.
Alright, whatever. Let's just do it. We'll just...
Yeah.
Alright. Damn, that was fast. Standing.
That's what she said.
Hey, I'm third. Look at that.
No, Carson's here. Because Nico didn't want to join. He's like mad or something. So it goes. Yeah, we're gonna start with Carson. What is this Oh my! What is this item shop that they just recommended me? What the hell? Okay, whatever. Don't care. All right, Carson, you here, lad?
Yes, sir.
Carson, P4 at the end. Yeah, chaotic race, really.
Yeah, I had no idea what the hell went on the whole time.
3 safety cars, 5 DNFs. I think 5 DNFs. Could be 4, but yeah, a lot of incidents. But how are you feeling out there?
I don't know. I don't think my pace was good. I just tried to stay alive. And I took a gamble at the end, pitting onto mediums when there was like 10 laps left or so. I ended up getting some cars in the pit lane, but it's my first league. My goal this year is get a podium. I've gotten fourth twice, so I almost had Nico on the beginning of the first lap, but there's just no room between him and Grim being too wide. But P4, it's all right.
Yeah. Currently, you're sitting as the standings are updated. You're sitting P9 currently. As let me see, how many points you have? You have 73 points compared to the person ahead of you, 81. You think you could catch him by the end of the season? Will General. Okay.
Oh, sorry, you say something?
Yeah, I did. Whole question. God damn it! You're gonna make me repeat that.
Oh, my bad. I was reading I just got incident report twice, so.
Oh, that's not good. Currently sitting P9 in the standings. So you're in that top 10. Blue General is ahead of you with 81 points.
Yeah.
Will you be trying to aim for him or higher?
I mean, obviously higher, but I'm not going to be in here next week. But I think
Oh.
the goal is to get Haas to second in the constructors, but we got helped that the Ferrari lost a car, but
Ferrari lost both cars. They both did not finish. Koenig sitting 142 to Ferrari's 166. So you're going to have to give it your all to reel them in. Yeah. But yeah, congratulations on the P4. As we're going to move on to Grim. P2 at the end. Took I'd say a smart decision going on to the sauce for the final laps. And yeah, went down to the final lap with you had no battery, didn't you?
I had battery up to the last DRS zone there, and then once I got by Nico, I just kind of stuck behind Rex, and you know, I wasn't trying to get by Rex to make a win or anything and do anything stupid. I was content with P3 all race, and then when Nico didn't pit, I was like, yep, I'm going for the softs. They were used for quali, but they're still going to be better in 3 laps than new mediums. So I did that, and he made a mistake on the last lap coming out of turn 2, going side by side with Rex. So I took the opportunity, snuck in the P2, and brought it home.
Yeah, it was a very chaotic race, nonetheless. 3 safety cars, and I mean, you stuck to what most people should do with the first safety car pit, stay out for the second, and box for the third.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You know, keep it
congratulations
clean.
on that. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
congratulations on that P2. Currently, Japan next week. Suzuka, tricky track S's are always challenged and loved by the IRL drivers. How is it in your opinion?
It's fun. I think it's pretty easy. You just gotta have a good quality. It's almost impossible to overtake there if you have a fast enough car in the straight. Um, so if you can manage the S's, I think they're pretty fun and easier on this game. Um, I liked it last year too when you couldn't take the curbs. Um, just made it more challenging and harder for everyone else. But this year seems to be a little bit easier for people to find pace, and um, I've had some practice last week on it, and my pace was pretty good. So we'll see.
We'll be hoping for a good result from you next week. But yeah, congratulations on the P2. And moving on to our race winner, Rex.
No.
Bit of a, well, I'd say a pretty, I won't say controversial, but pretty aggressive defending there at the straight. Squeezed out Nico. Almost gave him no room.
There was a space from what I was looking at my stream. There was space for him, so.
I mean, on board with Nico, he almost hit you because he was squeezed so hard. But yeah, chaotic race, a lot of collisions, a lot of tapping at turn 1. Obviously, we should have been expecting this, but a lot more than tier 1. But yeah, throughout that race, you were with Nico most of the time, and you boxed for the sauce and proved to be the ideal strategy. Any nervousness on that final lap? Those final 2 laps?
It was more of just defending Nico. I feel like the amount of times he's pushed me off, I felt like the squeeze was definitely fair. But
Fair enough.
it was more of a just basically luck that he didn't pit for softs. Because honestly, he was way faster than me, but for him not pitting for softs, and I did, just gave me the advantage towards the end out of the corners, and yeah, pretty happy about it.
Yeah, crucial points for Mercedes and yourself, because you'll be sitting P4 in the standings.
4, sorry.
Yeah, P4 in the standings, but you're fairly long shot distance between Maverick, but he is a standby driver. Yeah, so you'll be hoping to reel him in as soon as possible. Japan up next week. What will be your expectations going to Suzuka?
My expectations is I'm probably gonna be in a wall. Most likely.
Try to work on not being in the wall because that's gonna ruin your.
It's just Mercedes things.
Mercedes things. Fair enough. But yeah, congratulations on that P1. You were with him most of the time, and yeah, well-deserved win because of just strategy.
Thank you.
Well, we also had a great engineer.
Yeah, big engineer.
Big shout out to Fusions. Giving us all the up-to-date information on what we need to do to bring the cars home in P1 and P2.
Race
McLaren
engineer
and Mercedes, or Mercedes power unit. So, Fusion is definitely uniting and giving us the information we needed.
Spotters and race engineer at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder
Thanks
I didn't
to all
see
the
him
boys
leave
and girls at the factory too.
Yeah.
All right, Lewis Hamilton. But at that bombshell, we will have to end. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Tier 2 Monza. Join us tomorrow for Tier 3. Hoping for good numbers there. Any last words from the 3 of you?
No.
I mean, you already said it technically. Shouted out Fusions.
Mm-hmm.
Big Fusions.
But yeah, congratulations all of you, and yeah, see you tomorrow, I guess. Congratulations and goodbye. See you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks.
See ya.